I was really hoping to do this video with the screen back and forth, but it won't let me. So if you look carefully, you can see that I'm waving at you all. On this activity page, or this slide, you're going to see that I have some partition shapes. There and there. We're going to be working with shading in a fraction, shading in a part of the whole. So I have a whole circle here, one part, a whole rectangle here, one part, right? And so on this side, we see halves because there's two equal parts. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're talking about halves and one of the two being shaded, which is what we're going to be practicing doing. A fraction is shown like this. This represents half. 1 of 2. So I have 2, and I'm going to color in one of the 2. So I'm not going to do a beautiful job. I'm not an artist, guys. Just a quick shading. There we go. Now you can see that one of the 2 shares is colored in or shaded. One of the 2. Doesn't matter if I color this or this one. Nope, as long as I'm only coloring in one of the 2 to represent half are colored in. Only half of them are colored in here. Half of these parts are shaded in. Not perfectly, because I'm using markers. Now I'm going to move on to fourths or quarters. These shapes are partitioned into 4 equal parts, the best I can. Of course, it's not going to be 100% accurate, but it's as close as I can do. And so we're going to practice shading in only a fourth or only a quarter of these shapes. And so when I'm talking about fourths, the fraction would look like this. 1 over 4. One of the 4 need to be shaded here. And so it doesn't matter which of the 4 I choose, as long as I choose one of the 4 to show that I am coloring in a fourth. One of the 4 are colored there. One of the 4 are colored there. And let's see, which one do you want me to do? Let me see if I can guess the one you want me to do. Think of one really, really hard. Is that the one you wanted me to do? I bet it is. Can't tell you my secret how I knew you were going to choose that. And if you didn't choose it, shh, pretend you did. Okay, so these are all showing 1/4. I'm going to put a little challenge here. I'm going to grab another color, so bear with me. Okay, what would my fraction be? Right now we're looking at 1 of the 4. What would the fraction be if I colored in that many? Well, now it's not 1 of the 4. Now it's 1, 2, 3 of the 4. And so now this is showing 3/4 instead of 1/4 or 1/4. It's 3/4 now. 1, 2, 3. So that's just a little bonus work. 1/4, 3/4, 1/4. What's that? 1/2. Talking about 1/2, it's, oh, come on, marker. 1 of the 2. 1/2, 1 of the 2. On the next page, you're going to be practicing shading in or coloring in the shapes that you see partitioned. You have to look very carefully. It's either going to say 1/2, which means 1 of the 2, or 1/4, which means 1 of the 4. Can't wait to see what you put.